Hello and welcome to Fierce Friday. Welcome to the Million Mom Movement community. My name is Stephanie Dawn. I'm the chair of the Million Mom Movement Council, and I'm joined by my fellow council members today, Nayeva Flori, Carmela Velarde, and Taz Ferreira. And today we are focusing on business. You know, with the Million Mom Movement, we've got the lane that we drive in around health. That's really the impetus that brings us all together. How it is that we can get to more moms faster. And the way to be doing that is through the business, by sharing. And so every week we spell off health and wealth. And today is wealth focused, business focused. And I'm really excited for Carmela and I to be diving deep with you around radical business coaching. Why is it radical? Well, you're about to see. I don't want to explain that right now, but you're about to see why it's radical. It's the way that Carm and I view life, and it's the way that we bring the way that we see life to our teams, to our Purium business, and how it is that we coach. You're going to have an opportunity for hot seat coaching. So if you're willing to jump into the fire with us and be loved on within your Purium business, that's what we're doing today. So think about that if that's you, and we'll be letting you all know when we're ready to do that. So first, I'd like to call on my dear sister Taz to read the Million Mom Movement Pledge. Hi, Taz.
Hello, everyone. So, when we hear the pledge, when we talk about the pledge, this is bigger than us. This is bigger than, mom sharing is with moms. I just had a conversation with one of my brand partners, and I love what she was saying. She said, you could be a mom healing wounded adults. Right? There's so many facets to being a mom. How are you caring? How are you helping others? And you know what? They don't know the importance of nutritious foods. They don't know the importance of what's in their pantries is actually affecting their daily life. And it's affecting their mental health and the way they behave. So the Million Mom Movement Pledge is a tool. It's one of our tools that we have that we can share with other people, and if you guys are not using this tool, it's very underutilized. Go into your Purium app and we have it there, and you can just copy and share it with every single person you encounter. If you encounter them in person, ask them for their phone number and just send it to them. If you see them online, connect with them there and send it to them. And I love this pledge because it's fully well-rounded, and it speaks to how we are and how we live and how we share this with our friends, family, and children, and even all the wounded people that we meet in our everyday life. Okay, so the pledge. I pledge to defend the health of myself and my family. I pledge to choose organic foods that are minimally processed and free of man-made ingredients. I pledge to read labels and educate myself on all aspects of clean living. I understand that my actions today will positively impact the health and environment of future generations. I am committing to sharing this movement of many. I am the Million Mom Movement. And as you can see, mom, M-O-M, is capitalized. And why is that? Because this is the movement of many. You guys see how many men we have on this call? This call is for everyone. Aunties, uncles, caregivers, anyone who's been wounded, anyone who did not have a mom the way they really needed. So we are here collectively. This is a safe space for you all to be here and know that we're helping each other. Okay, back to you, Steph.
Thank you, Taz. And yeah, shout out to all the men here. I love seeing all your beautiful faces. We can't do this without you. All right. So we have a little in the news segment for you today. I'm going to share my screen. And, we talk amongst ourselves throughout the week, and this crossed our desks, our phones this week. Profiteering watch. General Mills, the makers of Cheerios, profits explode by 97% after 5 price hikes. General Mills' massive profits reaffirm ongoing research from accountable.us, exposing how major companies across several industries are using inflation and pandemic uncertainty as an excuse to increase their wealth and line their shareholders' pockets at the expense of working families. Hello, that's us, okay? After hiking prices a shocking 5 times in the past year, earnings data released by General Mills reveals the food manufacturing giant saw its fourth quarter profits skyrocket 97% to $823 million. For its 2022 fiscal year, the company's profits jumped 16% to $2.7 billion. General Mills also spent over $2 billion on shareholder handouts and boosted its stock buybacks by 191%. The corporation's massive profits reaffirm ongoing research from accountable.us exposing how major companies across several industries are using inflation and pandemic uncertainty as an excuse to increase their wealth and line their shareholders' pockets at the expense of working families. So just some of the, I just want to share this quote here by Liz Zelnick, spokesperson for accountable.us. After marking up prices on working families not once but 5 times, General Mills enjoyed a stunning 97% boost in profits, making it painfully obvious the food giant did not need to dig deeper and deeper in the pockets of everyday consumers. This behavior is emblematic of the corporate greed run amok across several industries where highly profitable companies are choosing to squeeze the maximum amount of profits out of consumers while falsely claiming market forces drove them to it. If billion-dollar corporations like General Mills continue to make inflation challenges worse through blatant profiteering, lawmakers must act to rein in these greedy practices, starting by ensuring they finally pay their fair share in taxes. So if one of my fellow council members would be so kind as to put the link in the chat, I'd really appreciate it. Here's what's not mentioned in that article: the degree to which General Mills's products are drenched in glyphosate. Drenched in glyphosate. In fact, we've got a couple calls to action for you, depending on what you're inspired to do. We'll share it again at the end of the hour. But listen, you guys, we need to get to more moms faster. We need to educate about what the heck is going on with Cheerios, okay? Honey Nut Cheerios, plain Cheerios, all the flavored Cheerios. I have gone into Walmart and Target and various other stores, and I will go live right there in the store, and I will talk about the wall of glyphosate. Okay, so that's one fun thing you can do. And then the other fun thing that you can do, which Naive is going to go deeper into at the end we have a new segment called Call to Action. And at the end of every Fierce Friday, we want you to stay on for it, but I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what that is, okay? So the call to action this week is get on Instagram and go talk to General Mills and the Cheerios profiles and ask them about what they are doing to halt glyphosate in their products today, not 2025, not 6 years from now, today, okay? Do it kindly, do it consciously, but we want to be the ones that move the needle with what's going on with glyphosate in the world today. I take that really seriously. So, all right. Now, Karma and I were talking a few weeks ago, and I'm just, excuse me, I'm getting over a summer cold. So I've got a little bit of a cough, so excuse me. We were talking, we were chatting, Carmela and I are successful businesswomen. She's a Blue Diamond with the company. I'm a Blue Diamond with the company. We have been entrepreneurs for a long, long time. I have been a sacred business coach for a very long time. And one of the things that I love doing is bringing the concepts that I've learned over many years of coaching women into my network marketing business. And Carmela has done the exact same thing. And so we were chatting recently, And we wanted to bring this to the field, this conversation, these concepts around really the feminine way of being a network marketing professional. And so, Carm, I'm going to pass the baton to you. If you would open us up here to, some of the concepts that we're going to be talking about just briefly, and then we're going to go into some hot seat coaching for those of you that are inspired or you'd like to know how to bring these ideas and concepts into your business. That's what we want to do here with you today, and really hear your voices. We want to hear your voices today. All right, Carm. Hey, babe, how are you?
Doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. I love Fridays. As you all know, here at the council, we have so many things that we want to bring to the field in a different way. So I know we're speaking to the mama bears, the caregivers, specifically those who are running their businesses from home while they're caring for others. So we wanted to delve into coaching, but as it's looked at through the feminine model, paired with the balance of the masculine model. And simply put, coaching is where you work with someone to connect with yourself, and you redesign your environment and your life, and then you take action to implement it. And honestly, coaching is not therapy. It's product development with you as the product. And so I wanted to just share a screen really quickly and go into it, if you don't mind, unless, hang on a moment. So there are some concepts of the masculine and feminine that Stephanie and I, through her sacred business coaching work, and I had previously owned a wellness center, so I was responsible for branding these holistic professionals and building their brand for 7 years. And so when I moved into network marketing, I saw this beautiful model that was very feminine, but then honestly, a lot of the people who were attracted to it came from a quite feminine energy, because they were healers of some sort, like Taz's language also is talking about the wounded people, right, that we're helping. So we have to bring in the masculine energy, which is the logical thought, the facts, the black and white, the decisive action, the risk taking, the achieving, but not make it into a negative thing, right? Because it could very easily imbalance, but it could also very much balance and thrive. And the feminine energy with which this particular business model for Purium holds is that we attract a lot of healers. We attract a lot of healers who are very intuitive, who are very acute with their senses. They're very creative. They're extremely nurturing. They are living in an experience. They know that their life is a spiritual experience. They know that their business is a spiritual experience. And they're quite reflective of the idea of collaboration being how they're going to thrive in this model. And so this is just some concepts. And then, I'm sorry. I'm going to go back to you, Steph, and then we could take it from there. That's some of what we were going to go over.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you. So one of the concepts, Carm, that I love that you broached when we were chatting, and I use the word sacred a lot in my work with my team and with my life. I truly believe that life is sacred. I believe that our bodies are sacred. I've learned that hardcore. Someone said I was hardcore in the chat. Thanks, I'll take that. I am hardcore. I mean business. I mean business in so many ways. I mean business as an activist. I mean business in my Purium business, in my coaching business, and my team. I mean, they know, my team's here with me today. Like, they know I mean business. So I'm using my life for good. I'm living my sacred yes. And I've been doing it for a long time. And it ruffles feathers, okay? And there's and I'm not attached to that. Like, I don't let that bother me. I'm here to ruffle feathers because the status quo is unacceptable to me. What we're living through right now, the toxicity of what our children are living through right now is absolutely unacceptable to me. And so when we live our sacred yes in this business, it's powerful. It's powerful. And you know what? It can make you a lot of money, right? That is why we're here. I do hear some of my new brand partners say, oh, I'm really not that interested in making money. I'm like, excuse me? And I think of Tracy Fujikane, crowned here with Purium in my upline. She's like, do it for all those beautiful reasons of helping the children and your community and everything. And yes, do it for the money, because the money represents how many people we're helping, right? So finding your sacred yes, Carm, I love that you broached that with me in our initial conversation. Would you like to speak to that a little bit?
Yes, absolutely. I also work in lunar cycles and the feminine model a lot because I do host full moon ceremonies and often with women's circles. So when people say sacred yeses, it's from a soul space. It's from a space where they know their deep need and their desire in life to fill their purpose is to achieve what they need to and do it at a cost of only them growing, not of anyone else, but at them growing. So it's safe, it's sacred. And what are people saying yes to when they say yes as a brand partner? Right? The linear side of me always is thinking, okay, I'm going to help you get your business started. I'm going to help you brand yourself. I'm going to help you take goals in your social media branding and look at how you can become more visible. And that's what Steph is going to go into a little bit more in detail. How to bring out then your authentic voice in your media, because that's what people are attracted to, and people can smell fake these days. I think that's the awakened state. And I think we all, in a space of true information and knowledge that we're going to be bringing that is against the status quo, we need to be truly the most authentic and raw, but understanding the parameters of what will also get you shut down. So we have to be sensitive about that. And as a business coach for my team, when they say sacred yes to me, I'm the one who is also very responsible for looking after the health of their growth and their team's growth. So how to develop relationships on social media, that's another responsibility that I'm saying, yes, I'm going to support you in these things. How to get following fast, but using the verbiage that's vetted by our company. So we also want to really directly connect them and plug them into what the company is saying. There's so much content here in Million Mom, the passion products videos. There's so much content, just go to them. How to use the groups effectively. So how you're going to build a team online effectively and really just build a tribe. And then there's scheduling platforms. How can you then be accessible to people? And this is something that I felt really strongly about, Steph. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Then how to build their tribe as your authentic self. So you're going to help them lay the foundation. That's what they're saying yes to you partnering with them. You're going to help support them with laying the foundation, helping them build their tribe to understand like what the parameters are and what you have available to you as far as support, as far as corporate support, and then as far as your own direct support. So I just want everybody to switch their brains into that, because when people sign in as brand partners, sometimes you have, and I know I've had this, so I know many of you have had too, and I know Stephanie and I had discussed this at length, is that many of brand partners go ghost. We're like, what happened to you? And we say, well, what happened? Exactly. That's the level of accountability that's required for the sacred yes to happen, is that connection, that human connection that's very feminine, that requires a lot of feminine, but at the same time, I always bring them back to the comp plan. So I wanted to share today just how to balance the comp plan with that intuitive sense nature that we have to create the relationship connection, because we have to be well versed on both sides. We have to be balanced on both sides. So sacred means that that's the connection that you have with this partner. And then that partner has to, the three things we always ask: do you have belief in the company? Do you have belief in network marketing as a model? And do you have belief in yourself? And then we can move forward as a business coach with you with the areas that we think that you need the most support with.
Beautiful, Carm. So one of the concepts that came up when Carm and I were talking was, really being clear about who you're prospecting, who you're bringing into your business, who you're attracting. Okay. Because a lot of people are attracted to network marketing, and you are going to get all kinds of people on your team. And that's great. You know, we need all kinds of people on our network marketing team. But in order to build, like legitimately build your business and go really, really wide and really, really deep, you need to have people that are going to lock arms with you, that are going to work with you, that have tenacity, that have specific skill set, that are visionary. Okay. I'm going to share something with you. 6 years ago, when I found Purium, I didn't know anything about network marketing, nothing. But I had vision. I had vision for all kinds of different worlds. In fact, I used to tell my clients, the clients that I would ultimately end up working with, you share your vision with me. If I catch it, it's a fit. If I don't catch it, we're not going to work together. I need to see your vision, and then I can help you get there. I can help you achieve your vision, all right, by creating the strategy. So vision is so important. So you want to be able to tune into the vision of your prospect before they ever join your team, okay? And then, people's visions change, obviously, but I never lost the vision of wanting to go crown with Purium. And I didn't get that vision until I was a green diamond. I ranked green diamond, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, you're going to go blue. I'm like, actually, no, I'm going to run for crown now. So, and I've never stopped. I mean, I've had some highs and lows in my personal life with my health, et cetera. So many of you know. And, but my dream, my vision to achieve crown has never died. I'm still here. And I'm going to make it. I'm going to get there. So, because that's what this business needs. It's like, I'm going to make it. I'm going to get there. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do whatever it takes. Right. And that is the kind of prospect that you want to be bringing into your team. So getting really clear about your ideal prospect profile. This is the word that I use for that. Your ideal prospect profile. If you don't have a pen and paper, you're going to want to write this stuff down. All right. Define for yourself, who are they? What are they doing with their lives? How old are they? How young are they? Okay. Are they an entrepreneur or are they an employee? And this is another concept that I want to talk with you about. There's many employees out there that want to be entrepreneurs. That can sometimes be a very difficult journey. All right. From employee to entrepreneur. Why is that, do you think? Because employees are being used to being told what to do. They're used to being managed. Entrepreneurs, I did not like being told what to do. I did not like having a boss. I did not like working a day job. I did not like having hours that I had to show up for and hustle my little booty to get into a chair. I didn't like that at all. So here I am, set my own hours, got my own life, making my own money. That's what entrepreneurs do. So there's a learning curve from employee to entrepreneur. All right. And one of the things that I see my team struggling with, excuse me, is creating business hours for their Purium business. So what does that mean? Creating business hours? Well, I know when I was first starting out as a spiritual counselor and coach, I was like, if I set business hours, what if nobody comes? What if nobody's available? And I had to completely reverse that dynamic to go, these are my business hours. People are going to come when I'm available because they're going to value my time and the parameters for my time. And they're going to make time in their lives to work with me. So I had to completely shift the dynamic in my business because I was doing sessions at night. I was doing sessions in the day. I was doing sessions on the weekends, and it was all willy-nilly. And then I created business hours, boundaries, business boundaries, So if you're working a Purium business and you're working full-time as another business, you need to have clear boundaries, not just for yourself, but for your family. Hey, I'm working my Purium business right now. I'm not available. Or you get a sitter, right? Or you go to a cafe, and you get your butt in the seat and you prospect, you follow up, you do whatever you can do. Okay. I've said a lot. So Carm, I'm going to pass it back to you. And then we should probably open up for some hot seat coaching here.
I love all of what you said, Steph, and it's so relatable in the chat. I think that when you're prospecting the ideal avatar person, right, in your business, also understand the comp plan. So some of us just start our business and we're like, great, I'm going to attract all these people. I'm great at social media. But then I like to just bring it back to the comp plan. And guys, my upline is Cindy Kelly. So you get a little bit of an understanding of why I think this way all the time, because I'm a very holistic, intuitive healer. I've been for 22 years, but then I moved into this business model where I had a brick and mortar for 7 years and I was an independent contractor for 20 years. And then all of a sudden I get into this network marketing model and I said, okay, how do I fit my energy to prospect into categories? And so Cindy helped me with this a lot. And I continued on with just understanding the structures. This structure, that sacred yes, is you're helping that person to start to see when you're prospecting someone, okay, are they an affiliate marketer? Do they even understand the business of affiliate marketing? Do they know the words to say if they are an affiliate marketer to the people who they're promoting to buy from them with their code? So that's the customer path, right? Well, no, it's the brand partner affiliation path. So you might have brand partners, but they do not necessarily want to build a network marketing model. They want to build clients and customers because they have a practice. And that's great. That's fine. I have people who have K clubs of, 10K under me that are higher than me months. And it's because they have these awesome practices and they earn 20% off of every person. But get this, do you know that you get 5% for levels? Do you understand that that's a good thing for you and your business? And so you want to support that yes from them, from where they come from. Always the sacredness is honoring where their soul path is with your own, like what Stephanie said, until the vision is clear. And how do we get clear? Look at the comp plan and listen to their vision. And then see what categories we could put them into. So I have leader of leaders category, right? So I have this category of brand partners. This is just the brand partner categorization, wherein they are people with more than 4 active brand partner legs, right? So that's a pretty that's active leader of leader in your team. And they're optimizing the comp plan because they could teach what I'm saying right now, basically, because they're building brand partners and coaching them and mentoring them, but then they're also building a customer K-pod is what we call them, the K-pod. So that's their direct. So this is something that I had to this is actually the reason, Steph, why we connected. I said, I in my business was even coaching my brand partners customers a few levels deep. And my upline said, you are wasting your time. You need to be coaching those brand partners to be health coaching their customers. Let go. And I said, wow. Talk about time optimization. Talk about really understanding where you need to put your time to build a crown leg of your own. And so, yes, I know you're all pretty familiar, but then if you aren't truly optimizing coaching with connecting the people, how they're showing up for you in their sacred yes to, their vision with the comp plan and how to really run with them, telling them, hey, you're 50 points away from hitting the next K. And they're not interested in necessarily being a brand partner network marketing, but they're really interested in making cash. And that's why they have a lot of customers in their practice purchasing. And that's what they promote and health coach. So that K-pod is cash in your pocket every Friday. Cash in your pocket every Friday. That is your health coaching pod. So when people come in, they think it's just network marketing and that's what they want to focus on. They prospect as much as they can with business focus. And that is great. We're actually taught to do that because every brand partner is truly a great customer. But when you're focusing on health coaching, a pod like that, then your social media visibility is going to show up a little differently. A lot of people show on social media very product focused. I see that. I witness that in the community. But are you also showing up as a business focus? If you're running the color diamond route into the crown route, you need to be doing both. And this is where the sacredness comes in. It's like, you need to be talking about the healing aspect, but you need to be talking about how you are going to get them from point A to point B and change their life financially, which is a very linear model, which is a very financial model. And they may all of a sudden say, oh, she does that too? Well, yes, you need to put that forward. And that's the balance I'm talking about, because once it's truly integrated, you're a powerful sovereign being. I see the crowns being completely sovereign, and these beautiful healer women, because a lot of them were massage therapists. That's what attracted me. I was a massage therapist. And I was like, oh my goodness, they're earning over $20,000 a month with superfoods. Amazing opportunity. Is this even possible? And so you have a large community to connect with that also will be attracted to that, but you have to bring them into the balance of the integrated model of masculine and feminine and really handhold them. The amount of hand holding required. You'll be surprised in the beginning, like the first 90 days, you are glue. Glue. And so I pass the mic back to you.
I love this. It's so good. Carm, we're going to have to do this again. The last thing I want to say before we open it up to coaching, and go ahead. I see Brian. I don't think is that you, Brian? Brian, I don't think it's Brian. Brian, AKA someone else, has raised their hand, but if you want some hot seat coaching, go ahead and raise your hand. I took a page out of Michelle Bursma's book because why not? She's so amazing. She is doing weekly total transformation calls for her team. That's what I'm doing for my team. We talk for 30 minutes about health, and then we talk for 30 minutes about wealth, health and wealth. Every week, every Thursday at 4 p.m. That's what my team is doing. Then we took a page out of Michelle Hansen's book because, hello, 5-star crown, why not? Melissa Hansen. And we're doing a Monday, our team is doing a Monday Q&A at 5 o'clock for 30 minutes, only for customers. And I cannot tell you the community that is being created out of that right now. And then, of course, we're promoting to Thursday in case they want to learn about sharing, right? Customers upgrading to brand partners. Customers, every week we're doing that. So I just wanted to share that with you because it's super balanced. I'm really proud of my team and how we're showing up every week, really creating this gorgeous sacred container for transformation on Monday night for customers, and then learning about the transformation that's possible on a Thursday night. So, all right, let's dive in. Hi, welcome. Brian? Yeah? You want to go ahead and unmute? You don't know how to unmute? There.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm Shannon Hammer. Sorry about the name.
You might want to change that in your Zoom so we all know who we're talking to.
I keep trying to, but anyway, I'm on somebody else's computer. So, okay, there we go. So, okay, so what are we doing?
So what we wanted to do is offer you an opportunity to receive coaching for your business from Carm and I around any of the concepts that we've shared or whatever's present for you and how you'd like to integrate and apply what we've talked about today.
Okay, so I have basically one brand partner. So when you start talking about teams and stuff, like I don't have one yet. So how?
Okay, hold on a minute. One brand partner is a team.
I mean,
you do have a team.
Right.
I want to help you with your perspective.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
All right. Because I rank diamond with one brand partner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, one brand partner who worked her booty off. I garnered 2 brand partners in that, 2-month experience, but she was the one who brought me in half my points for diamond. So, because we locked arms together 6 years ago and just did event after event after event. So amazing things are possible with one brand partner.
It's my fiance. So it's a little bit different, but yeah. So, so basically I'm having a hard time with, or I'm working toward, trying to watch my verbiage, bringing people into a team. And so I think and I'm trying not to feel deflated by.
Okay. So this is a business of no. You get a lot of no's and you want a lot of no's because it's a numbers game. Okay. You want to say less to more people, Shannon. Say less to more people.
Okay.
Talk about the business as often as possible, as Carmela was saying. Hold that tension of the opposites, right? Health and wealth. Hold it in your being. If you really want a big, enormous team, you've got to lead with the business.
Okay.
Okay.
But I have people that are saying yes, but then it's just like they don't have time. They just keep.
Okay, so
excited, and then I'm losing. I don't understand why they're not.
Right. So let's talk about the energy of closing. And this is a sales concept, right? And you can go back to the Art of Sacred Sales, which was it's in YouTube that we did several months ago. The energy of closing is so important. You're in a sales business. Not only are you selling products, but you're selling potential brand partners on the business. And so having that closing energy. So when I say closing energy, I'm like, all right, I'm available next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 10, 12, and 2. Would any of those times work for you?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Yeah. You hold that closing energy and you're the one that gets them to the appointment to have the conversation. I'm meeting one today at 3:30 who's coming in as a brand partner here on Bainbridge Island. She's ready. She's ready to rock and roll. She's a hot yoga studio owner. I can't wait until she's here on Fierce Friday and introduce you to her. But yeah, so bringing that closing energy is going to really help you. And that's more masculine, right? And that comes with just trial and error practice. Okay.
So patience, my friend, patience.
Yes. Oh God, you need so much patience in this business. I just had a girlfriend come on as a brand partner that I've been prospecting for 6 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just my third month, so I got executive, but I'm going blue diamonds. That's where I'm going.
Awesome. Rock and roll. Bring it. Bring that passion. Bring that ferocity of the Million Mom movement. Bring it. You can do it. We believe in you.
And let people know where you're going. If that's your vision, when you prospect, you have to share with people that this is where I'm going. And I see you as someone who we could do this together with. And I'll show you how. I'm very committed and I'll learn together with you. And that's the sacredness. Again, it's that relationship coaching that we need. I mean, Leslie Zahn does an amazing job of coaching. So I'm sure most of you are on it, but if you're not, please go on there on the Tuesday night call. But if you've never done network marketing before, it might take a minute. And even if you're a promoter networker, like that's what I was before network marketing. I thought, oh, I got this in the bag. I got this gigantic network. I know how to connect. And then I got there and I'm like, what do I do? Everyone's saying no. So trust me that everybody who starts network marketing starts fresh. And there's a system and the no's, like the marathons. Everyone should do a marathon with their teams with an action plan. Because otherwise that action plan list, are you really reaching out? Or are you just writing those names? So how are you holding that new brand partner? And that's the 90-day run. You have to hold them accountable. Let's do it together. So we do what's called a working power Zoom. It's in the boards app. So go in the boards app, look for Power Hour. And it's an amazing way. If you don't know how to coach yet your team, do a Power Hour. And send them that. And they're like, oh, this is what we do when we're together. They're like, yes. So.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Carrie Tidwell. Hi, Carrie. Aloha, sister.
Hi, Carrie.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was trying to unmute myself, but I don't know if I could. Hi. I used to post, like, before getting into this business, I would post about like my family and different things was easy for me. For some reason, like, I don't know how to be business forward with like posts, and I just haven't posted a lot. I'm good with stories. and personally reaching out to people. I'm really comfortable with that, but I want to get better at like content and being business forward and sharing value in that way.
Okay, awesome. So you want some support from us around that?
Yeah.
So I think that it's a difficult pivot for so many. So first I want to acknowledge that, Carrie. It's a difficult pivot. It wasn't for me because I was a business coach when I found Purium, so and my upline was Sarah Rylander. She's full on business focused, right? So I got the full indoctrination into how to prospect for the business and training. So what I think, I had that, like I was wearing the cloak of business coach way back when, right? So that's what I want to invite you to do. And if you don't have your own, and it's not the Carrie Tidwell cloak, it's like you got to put on someone else's cloak, right? Like, so I wore Sarah's cloak for a long time before I really could hold that for myself around what does it mean to lead with the business, right? What does it mean to coach about doing this as a business and prospecting with the business? But the ownership has to come, Carrie, because then with the ownership, then you can authentically radiate out what you're owning and who you're being. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what do you think is stopping you right now? Is that landing? Like, do you think you're not owning it as much as you would like to be, or?
I guess it's just been easier to throw things up in my story and just personally reach out to people, and that's been working. So I just have been there, but I want to create more, I don't know, content around it to be an example too, not only for myself, but hold on. Can you guys flip the page for a second? Not only for myself, but for my team too, to like show how to be business forward with posting and social media.
Okay. Okay, cool. So your upline's Rita, right?
Mm-hmm. And Carrie, drink wine.
Okay,
And read.
so, oh my God, content queens. So you can take their inspiration, you can duplicate their content. I mean, there have been so many trainings that I was on in the Bliss Ohana where Rita would have all this amazing content and presentation. You can extrapolate from your own notes and start to share that content, Carrie. Just in little bits. You can just take one little concept and do a whole reel about it or do a whole post about it. But it's going to take you, sitting down, finding those notes, and then creating the content around, you owning the fact that you are a business coach with Purium.
Jump in to Steph. Yeah, so, okay. Honestly, like the best way to answer this question is show up every single day with something. That's how you go business forward. People who are not business forward don't show up all the time because it's a business. If you're not showing up for your business, you're not going to get paid. And if people see you consistently, there's something very serious about your presence. People go live. I mean, I follow the #1 network marketer currently in the United States, and she goes live like 3 times a day. And I watch her content, and she's on the phone with people, having people listen to her, talk to people. It's like that authentic. And then, you let people in your world, but the key is be deliberate. And what I was doing with my new brand partner for the action plan was content calendar creation with them. So what are some of the things? So we're doing a 99 inspired summer campaign, and it's come with a reel, a story, a live, or a post once a day, every day, at least once a day. And the more you show up, the more people are saying, what are we looking at now? Let's take a look. And then they're going to start scrolling, and then you're going to have content for them to truly receive the information. Now, the information about the business side, how you can weave that in, is weaving in your relationships with your partners. Get them on a live. Talk about the business together, what you're doing and creating together. Talk about where you're going and where you see yourself going with your business, with these amazing people that you have testimonials with. Talk about how the business will change your life and everyone's life. I know you do lives. I've actually followed you in some lives, and I love your authenticity and your true, just like really right there. I feel like I'm in the room with you when you're talking, and it's really beautiful. So just keep showing up like that. And when you're so in people's faces that they can't not look at you anymore, you're truly running your business.
Mm-hmm. Amen, Carm. Preach. So I want to extend to you, Carrie, and all y'all here. Let's go live together and talk about the business on Instagram. As one of my most favorite things to do. I helped Tal Kapoor, I know she's here somewhere. I helped Tal Kapoor overcome her fear of talking about the business on Instagram and do it, with Taz, with Carm. We love talking about the business. So, and then of course your upline, but the more you talk about the business, the more you show up in that business domain, the easier it gets. Like Carm was saying, to show up every day in support of your business, being business-like, being business forward. All right. Ms. Laura Guccione, the Gooch. Welcome, Laura.
There, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So I'm really excited about the team calls. And I just actually said to my team, let's keep them going. But I feel a little lost on the 30 minutes of health and 30 minutes of wealth. I jotted that down. I really like that. Do you plan out what that 30 minutes of wealth? I feel like I need to give more mindset, but I'm not really sure how to do that.
Right. So it's a healthy happy hour for 30 minutes, and then it's a wealthy happy hour for 30 minutes. Okay.
Mhm.
So way back when I first came on 6 years ago, we used to have healthy happy hours where I would bring over all the moms in my community to come over and try the products. And I would talk about Purium. I would talk about the protocols. I would talk about cleansing, etc. And then at the very end, we would talk about the business. But the way that I do it now with the Zoom is I do 30 minutes. It's usually me and somebody else, or one of my team leaders and somebody else, or at the max, 2 other guests, because the guests can come and share their stories, their health transformation stories, right? And we call it total transformation. So health transformation for 30 minutes, wealth transformation for the next 30 minutes. All right. So you're talking only about the business in the second 30 minutes. Laura.
Right. I'm talking about my team calls.
Team.
So I have 6 brand partners on a call with me.
Oh, okay.
And I want to encourage the current promotions, and they all know what the current promotions are. Like, I would like a little more direction on what I'm saying as far as the business. So I thought you were talking about team calls too, but I like that.
No, no,
That's
we
okay.
weren't, but
See, I want to give guidelines to my team on mindset and how to hit UBT regularly. And I've already done that once. So like, what's,
Are they tuning into Leslie Zahn every
I
Tuesday?
actually am going to switch our team meetings to Wednesdays just to follow up on Leslie Zahn more
great. That's smart.
while it's fresh.
So I always feel like Monday night's call, Tuesday night gives you content for your team training.
Okay. Yep. You're right.
Honestly, and honestly, if they're not on there and you're
That's what I
reiterating
think.
for them because they can't make it, you're going to be that voice for them. And some
Okay.
of them can't make it because of their work or whatever reason. So you record it.
Okay.
But you also, like what Steph's doing, is integrating those partners to host with you and really go into their action plan with you. Because
Okay.
that's the
Yeah.
IPA,
That's it. IPA.
income producing activity.
Okay, great. And now one other thing, I've decided I'm going to start doing a juice bar in the bag here I've got this beautiful yard in the summertime. So, and I have been putting such a presence on Facebook that I am 5 times a day. people stop me and tell me they like my Facebook post, or I get a message, or, hey, I've been watching you, keep it up, you know? And so I appreciate that. So I think it's time, whoever wants to know more, to start inviting them to my yard. And then the other thing is I'm going to start teaching yoga again, which I'm a younger teacher for years ago and haven't done it in years, but I'm going to start doing it again at our golf course. I play golf. So I thought, how can I start talking about the business as well in that kind of a golf course setting? And I'm going to take your tip on how to do it in the yard, Stephanie.
Great. Fabulous. Yeah. And then come back and let us know how it went. Okay.
Okay.
Beautiful.
And then
More
maybe
power to you, girl.
thanks. Any tips on how you would, as a yoga teacher for women with golf? And most of them are elderly. I'm 60, so most of them, I'm the young one in the crowd.
Yeah. So I have several elder women on my team, and they're retired. So retired people need purpose.
Yeah,
Everybody needs purpose. This gives them a purpose.
I like that. Thank you. Yep.
You're
that's
welcome.
there, isn't it? I think I'll get some printed info. Say, hey, here's what I'm up to
Mhm.
to the class. Go ahead and grab one.
Yep. Perfect.
Okay, great. Thanks, ladies.
Okay.
Thanks for doing this. Thanks for taking the time.
You're so welcome. Retired people also have time, which you need to have a Purium business. So
Uh-huh.
you're so welcome, Laura. All the best to you. All
Okay.
right. Norma Tostado, welcome.
Hi, good morning. Thank you. I wanted
welcome.
to ask you a question. I'm fairly new to Purium. I'm loving the product. I just feel that I've been a semi-healthy person. I feel that what's holding me back is I haven't really, I love the product. I love how I feel, but I haven't seen any changes with my physical appearance. So I don't know if that's holding me back. I'm following the ULT, exercising, staying hydrated. What am I missing? I feel like I'm just for example, the person that invited me to Purium, she just, like, when I saw her, I asked her, what are you doing? You look great. You lost weight. You know, all this, I can see it, but I haven't seen a change on myself. What would you say?
Yeah. So thank you for raising your voice. So are you trying to lose weight?
I'm trying to lose some weight, and not a lot. I started at 137 pounds, and I'm trying not to go by the pounds, but I'm at 157. Went 2 sizes up. I'm
Okay.
157 now. I'm just like stockier, and I'm trying to go by my inches, where my inches have not really gone down. I'm trying to stay positive because I love how I feel. But what do you think is happening to me?
So, well, so my gateway into Purium was weight loss. Okay. I've lost 50 pounds on the Purium products.
Okay.
So yeah, the trick is to do the option 2. Okay. Are you doing the schedule number 2 with the 10-day acceleration?
I'm not.
You want to do weight, you want to lose weight? That is the path for you. Do it over and over and over again until you've lost all the weight. That's what I did, and I lost all the weight. The 10-day transformation is gold. It was Purium's claim to fame 7, 8 years ago. And that's what you need to be doing, Norma.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm not going to stop because I love the product. I just feel I need to make some changes, you know?
Yeah, that's all that it takes. Stay patient, just like we were talking with Shannon earlier. Be patient, but stay on the train. Don't jump off. That's the only way you can fail when it comes to your health or the wealth with Purium. All right?
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Steph, I have a two-part question for you. And I know we don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to accelerate this by Mary Jo has her hand up, but I know her question because she's been trying to raise it and she hasn't been able to. It weaves right into Norma's. So my question for you, Steph, is we're on a business call. And we often, as business coaches, get a lot of health coaching questions that can lead us down these circles and spirals that can take a lot of time for our business coaching. So I know you guys out there who are really building, truly, you feel me. You get it. You get these questions and you're like, okay, first up, who brought you into the group? They should be your direct health coach. Why? Because remember when I told you I had to assign my energy properly, and I'm wanting to impress this information to you because I'm a big nurturer and I over nurture and I had to learn not to nurture. So I pulled back and I said, I am not going to coach everyone who asks me a health coaching question, but I will coach my coaches. And this is where, Steph, I know we struggle because we want to go crown, but we also want to spend our energy on coaching those who really, really want it. And Mary Jo's question was, how can I help people understand that Purium is not a magic pill, that it will take time for them to reap the benefits? So again, with Norma's, it sort of follows with Norma's answer that you've given, but in your business, Steph, how do you mitigate the health coaching questions within the business coaching Zooms that you have? Like, do you always directly answer them or just say directly connect with your upline? Do you always do you allot that time or move them to a different space? Do you know what I mean? Like organizing energy.
Yeah, this is such an interesting question. My team calls are all business every Friday, right after Million Mom Movement, we go into the business. I think as a team, we lean into each other throughout the whole week via text and via Facebook Messenger around health coaching. And we help each other, like Tal had PCOS. So if someone has PCOS, they might call Tal into a side team sister might call Tal into a pop-up connect call, So yeah, I don't really go into the health coaching at all in my team call because that's not what that team call is for. It's for the business. So clear boundaries.
Yes. So I'm going to share a screen real quick because I'm that girl. I got to do it. And integrated masculine, integrated feminine. Now, when you are balanced, you have healthy boundaries and you honor the no as well. Your no that you want to help the focus be on point. Well, we're sacred business coaches. We need to do in a way where we're honoring them. We hear you, but we also need to make sure we're directing the energy where also the business plan goes, like the comp plan. Your direct mentor should be learning how to become the best health coach and answer those questions. And here's the feminine side, healthy emotional connections with the boundaries. That's side by side, super side by side. And I had a feeling, Steph, that this would happen during our call, was that people would bring forth health coaching questions.
Mm-hmm.
But we have distinguished in our Million Mom format that we, as a council, every month, we do health, wealth, health, wealth. So during the wealth speaking part, we want to help you guys we want to help you create boundaries.
Yes, you're right. You're right, Carm. I could have said a sacred no to her. And yeah, it's a really tough road that we walk, but I really appreciate you bringing this level of consciousness to this conversation, because you're absolutely right, Carmel. We're focused here on business. So let's stay focused on business, and you can take your health coaching questions to your upline, or message us later. Find us on Facebook, find us on Insta, sacred.woman is me. You can see it right there in my little computer screen. So, oh my gosh, we're right at the top of the hour. I need to say thank you. God bless you. I so appreciate that there's other questions here. Carm, we need to do this again. Clearly this was valuable, and it's really lovely to be able to be in this sacred coaching space with you all and to be offering you support and love as you grow your businesses. That's kind of a different angle, right? A different bend. That's why we called it radical business coaching, because we want to help you radically change your life and your business. All right. So I need to call on Naiva Flory because she's going to do our rapid call to action. And then I need to tell you about next week. So stay on, please.
Hey, what an amazing training today. Thank you so much. I'll be super fast. So please, I just dropped the link to the Instagram handle for General Mills. And we want to ask you, please go over to their page, go and ask the question, why are you putting glyphosate? Why are you using ingredients that contain glyphosate in your food? Do you know that there's ingredients in these cereals that cause cancer? Ask questions in the comments to the posts. They have a million brand new, colorful, sugary, disgusting cereals on their page that they're excited about. And so we need to go infiltrate those comments and let people know that are excited about these cereals how horrible they are. So please go out there. The link is in the comments. I'll drop it again. And back to you, Steph.
Right on. We mean business here as activists and as business women and men. So thank you for being here with us next week. OMG. You do not want to miss next week. We have Carrie Gillum, author and journalist of the Monsanto Papers. I'm going to be interviewing her. She is a total badass, a total journalistic pit bull. She's going to be with us next week. You want to get people on this call next week. All right. We are turning people into activists. That's how we're going to win, you guys. That's how we're going to win. I love you. God bless you. Go live. Take this to your teams. Mwah. Bye-bye.
We value you. We love you. Value yourself and your business.
Amen, girl. Bye, everyone.